Hey, what's poppin', fellas? It's your boy Tacho here, and we're back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. Okay, so I hope you guys have been having a wonderful Easter Sunday, to those of you that celebrate Easter. I had a pretty good one. We had a nice dinner with some chicken cutlets and some deviled eggs and a salad. So I can't complain. I had a pretty nice Easter. And we go over to the game and we have the update, which is going to accompany the banner that drops tomorrow night. Now, I think the update is already out on the Android store, but I checked the iOS store and I don't have access to the update yet. So I guess in due time we will have it. But this one dropped a little early because it has the refines. And typically when that is the case, we do get the refines in the update a day earlier than the banner. So very nice stuff there. And shoutouts to the homie Phoenix Master 1, of course, for this wonderful infographic here. So we have the units' pictures as well as their refines right below. So it's going to be real easy for us to go through this. Alright, we're going to start all the way over here with the Morgan M. Now, unfortunately, this guy got shafted pretty badly because his sister was refined way before he was. And also, her sister just has the waifu bias, I guess, so that's why they didn't give him anything really cool. So let's see if he got a good refine here. Alright, we have Grima's Truth with 14 might and 2 range. Grants defense up 3. At the start of the turn, inflicts attack speed and res -5 on the nearest foes within 4 spaces through their next actions, and grants attack and speed and res up 5 to unit for 1 turn. Okay, this is already way better than what he had before. If I'm not mistaken, what it did was it inflicted attack and speed -5 on the target and foes in 2 spaces. And then it also granted him and allies in 2 spaces attack and speed up 5. But he had to initiate combat to get that off. So this is just way better. It's going to activate before he even initiates combat. So really nice stat bonuses, and also the res was added there. So very good stuff. And also at the start of combat, if unit's HP is above or equal to 25%, inflicts penalty on foes' attack, speed, defense, and res during combat, equal to 4 plus any of the current penalty on each of those stats. Oh my god, so they gave him a Pledgian refine. That's really good. Like, you couple this secondary effect with the first effect, there's going to be some crazy stat swings with this guy. So this is a really nice refine for him. And it also makes him a very viable merge project now. We don't really have too many good Red Tome merge projects besides Tharja. So now we finally have another one, and this guy looks pretty awesome with this refine. So very nice. Even though he didn't get the love early on, it's good that he waited, because now he could get a way better refine than Morgan F now. So that's very good. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to Marisa, one of my favorite characters from Sacred Stones. I was so mad when they released her and she did not have Shamshir, because this is the weapon that she comes with, and it's unique to her. Well, it's not really unique to her. You can give it to anybody, but she is the only unit that comes with it. So you could liken this weapon to her, pretty much. Alright, so we have 16 might, 1 range, and 3 health. Accelerates special trigger, and deals 7 damage when special triggers. Okay, already that's okay. At the start of the turn, if special cooldown count is at its maximum value, grants special cooldown count -1. And if unit initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack and speed up 5 to unit during combat. Okay. Alright, so she's getting a lot of cooldown reduction here. This -1 special cooldown count is going to stack with stuff like Time's Pulse and Quicken Pulse if you want to run those skills. So you're really going to be able to get specials activated early with her. And then she's going to clap with that 7 true damage and attack and speed up 5. So not a bad refine for her. But the question with her has always been, do you want to go for the merges, or would you rather go for the infantry pulse fodder? Because she is the easiest and most accessible unit that comes with that skill. And infantry pulse is like one of the most usable skills in the game for Aether Raid's defense teams. So I've summoned her so many times from the Grail shop that she costs 500 Grails for me now. So it's like a dead end for me to go for a merge project with her. But for those of you that already did it, then you are going to get this decent refine for her now, so that's nice. All right, moving on to the Valentine Hector. All right, so we got Berserk Armads. Oh, also, not just Valentine's Hector, but the Resplendent Hector is going to get this as well, right? Because he had the weapon evolution upgrade that let him get this weapon. Okay. All right, so 16 might, 1 range, and 3 HP. Accelerate special trigger. At the start of the turn, if unit's HP is above or equal to 75%, and unit's attack triggers a special, grants special cooldown count -1 and deals +10 damage when special triggers. Alright, this part has pretty much been the same. It's just -1 special trigger with Wrath built in. So, not bad. And then, if the foe initiates combat, or if the foe's HP is full at the start of combat, inflicts attack and defense -5 on the foe during combat, and also if unit deals damage to the foe using a special, recovers 30% of unit's maximum HP. Oh, that's really good, actually. Triggers even if no damage is dealt. Yeah, that's really good, man. So it's already more powerful than Soul because instead of 30% of the damage dealt, it's 30% of his max HP. And this guy has a lot of HP, actually. Like, with the HP up 3, I think he's going to be over 50 health. So that's already really good for this. And then you're free to run a damaging special as opposed to a healing one. Like, normally when you run these tanky units, it's good to give them Noontime or Soul so they have some sustain. But you're free to run Bonfire or Ignis or Luna or whatever on this guy to deal more damage. And he's still going to get a really solid recovery there. So this is a very good refine for him. And he definitely needed it because we're coming up on the Legendary Remix for the Legendary Hector. So who knows how good that's going to be. And then we also have the Maltet Brave Hector, which is just insane after his refine. So it's nice to see some more love for the OG Hectors in the game. All right, let's move on to Sumia up next. So we got the Flower Lance with 16 might, 1 range, and 3 health. At the start of combat, if foe's HP is above or equal to 75%, grants all stats +4 to unit during combat, and enables Kanto too. Oh, man. Okay. Well, I knew it. What did I tell you guys? I knew that flying type units were going to get Kanto eventually. That's how they work in the actual games. Like, we know that cavalry type units and flying type units have always had access to Kanto in the main games. So it only made sense once they put Kanto in Fae that eventually the flyers would get it too. So here we go. This is our second unit with Kanto. And this one is a flying type unit, so that could have more value on some maps than the cavalry movement. Okay, also, if an ally's HP is below or equal to 80%, a unit can move to a space adjacent to that ally. And if unit initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack and speed up 5 to unit during combat. Yeah, this is gross. So she has a better Wings of Mercy with attack and speed up 5, all stats up 4, and Kanto. And she's a flying unit. Dude. Oh, man, that's a really good refine. Already, like, this is my favorite refine out of the batch so far. I could see so many ways to use this unit now. And she's another case like Rajat for me, where I've had that unit for a long time, but I just never was able to use them up until the refine because their base weapons sucked and they didn't have perfs. So now I'm actually going to be able to use the Sumia that I pulled. So that's going to be pretty awesome. And last but not least, we have Quan with the Gay Bolg. So 16 might, 1 range, and 3 health. In combat against an infantry, armored, or cavalry foe, grants attack and defense up 5 during combat. And if there is a sword, lance, axe, or cavalry ally on your team, excluding the unit, grants attack and defense up 5 to unit during combat, and also grants attack and defense up 5 to sword, lance, axe, and cavalry allies within 3 spaces of unit during combat. Okay, so he gets like a better version of joint drive attack and defense, where he's giving 1 more point of stats and 1 more range to these certain types of allies. And then he's also already getting attack and defense up 5 against these types of opponents. So it's an okay refine. It's more like a support type of refine, I would say. I don't really think you want to fight with Quan, because this guy has no res whatsoever. So magic is just going to completely annihilate him. A little unfortunate there, but I guess it is what it is. So yeah, definitely Sumia won the Refine Lottery this time around, in my opinion. Let me know in the comments section down below which of these refines you think is the best and which one's your favorite. Okay, so now let's go ahead and move on to the new units and their stats. And we're going to start things off with the lovely Louise at the front. So Louise has got 41 HP, 37 attack, 42 speed, 16 defense, and 36 res for a BST of 172. And then she has no super boons whatsoever. Okay, pretty solid attack and speed right there. 37 attack and 42 speed, not too shabby. And then 36 res as well, so she's going to be able to tank magical hits pretty well. Defense is paper thin though, so just be cautious about that. Oh, also, another thing about Louise, real quick, let's head over here. So she comes with this skill here, Attack and Speed Ideal 4. And apparently this skill has an exclusive inheritance restriction to infantry and armor type units. I didn't really think this skill was going to have any restrictions at all, like Attack and Speed Push 4 and stuff. But I guess it actually does. So that does make it more interesting, I guess. I was going to say Attack and Speed Push 4 was previously the best attack and speed combo skill, because it has no restrictions at all, and then it's always attack and speed up 7 on either phase up until you get to low HP. And it does come with chip damage, but I mean, sometimes you can use the chip damage to your own advantage. But this is a little bit better, because you're still getting the stats on both phases. It's very easy to control. You could possibly even get +2 as well to attack and speed if you meet both of the conditions where your HP is full and you have a bonus active. So yeah, these skills, the ideal skills, seem pretty good. Except they're only going to be for infantry and armored, so that kind of sucks. I guess Attack and Speed Push 4 lives to see another day. Alright, let's head back over here. Alright, so we're going to move on to Pent up next. So this guy's got 40 HP, 38 attack, 39 speed, 19 defense, and 30 res for a BST of 166. And then he's got super boons in speed and attack. So you can't really go wrong. If you wanted to go plus attack, he would be a good unit to spam area of effect specials, because he does have a lot of cooldown reduction on his weapon. So that could be a nice option to play him with. Or you just go plus speed and run him as a fast mage. Either way is going to work out just fine. I think this is a very good unit to spark for if you want to run him on Aether Raid's defense, because he helps out your other mages with the -1 special reduction. So he's going to be really good on IP teams pretty much. Louise, I think if you wanted to spark Louise for the ideal speed and force skill, I think that's not a bad idea either. She also has a decent bow as well. So there's some really good units to spark for here. Farina is a really good spark as well, but we're going to get to her in due time. Alright, next up we have Eric right here. So Eric is the one that I was the most excited for. He is my favorite mage in Fire Emblem 7, and I do think he is like the most bread and butter mage that we ever get in a Fire Emblem game, because he is the first one that most of us saw from playing Fire Emblem 7. So Eric's got 45 health, 35 attack, 39 speed, 19 defense, and 27 res for a BST of 165. And then he's got super boons in speed and res. Okay. So the homie Eric over here just holding it down, man. Even though he's a 4-star demote, he did not get shafted. He also comes with a solo skill as a 4-star summon, which is unheard of at this point. That's like as good as it gets. So very good stuff there. Seems like a pretty decent red tone merge project if you want to go for him. But maybe the refined Morgan M is a little bit better, because sadly Eric did not come with a perf weapon. They gave him freaking Router Fox again, so not really too interesting there, but Eric is still definitely very welcome to be in the game, and he doesn't look too bad in terms of stats, so that is good. Alright, now let's move on to Farina. Okay, so Farina's got 39 HP, 36 attack, 38 speed, and then 30 in both defense and res. And she's got a BST of 173, and she has no super boons whatsoever. A little unfortunate there, but when you consider how crazy her weapon effect actually is, I guess it makes up for it. So if she has the maximum 5 dragon flowers, she's going to be getting +7 to all of her stats, which is just crazy. Like, up until this point, we've been seeing +5 and sometimes even +6 to all stats on a weapon, but never +7 to all stats, especially when her stat line is this solid. Like, she really has no weaknesses at all besides health. So she's going to be really tanky, really strong, really fast. You're free to give her something like Dive Bomb or Guard Bearing or whatever. She also has Legendary Claude's Ace skill if you wanted to spark her for fodder. So Farina is just a really good unit to summon or fodder, whatever you want to do. This is going to be a very good banner to spark on. Also, I guess we can go ahead and skip ahead over here because we are talking about the spark. So this is going to be the first banner that we can spark on, where we're going to be able to get access to this new currency. I already forgot what it's called. What is it, like the special emblem or whatever? Yeah, I forgot what it's called already, but basically, after you do a sparking on a banner, you will get 1 copy of these. And these are the prizes that you can redeem them for. I think it goes without saying that the Form of Souls are going to be the most coveted prize out of this list. And also, it turns out you can only go for 1 exchange up until they refresh the list. They did say they will be refreshing the prize list after every couple of months. So you'll be able to pick up your Form of Soul, and then whenever they refresh the list, you'll be able to get another one. So very nice stuff there. You could also use 4 of them to get 100 trait fruits. Honestly, I think this is a ripoff. You probably don't want to do this. You're better off going for the Form of Soul for sure, because those Forma units coming with all the best skills right out of the gates is just way too good. So definitely my recommendations for that. I guess the Dragon Flowers are okay, but really just take the Form of Soul as soon as possible, pretty much. Just do yourself a favor and get that. Okay, and finally, we have our Grand Hero Battle unit. So the Inhuman Beauty, Sonia, and my god, the Inhuman Beauty thing is definitely not a lie, because we have her artwork here, and Jesus, man, do not make me sin on this Holy Sunday. Look at this woman. Look how thick she is, man. Those are some wide hips. And then we have all her artwork. Yeah, she was kind of beautiful in Fire Emblem 7 as well, so I guess it definitely fits. And look at her, just smirking about getting hurt right there. Reminds me of Sonia from Echoes, where she's also smiling as she's getting hurt. So, I don't know, maybe she's a masochist or something. She's definitely into that type of thing, so... Alright, let me stop right there before I go a little too far. Alright, but THICC Mama Sonia, she is actually Nino's adoptive mother, so I can call her the THICC Mama. Just like Henriette. I think Sonia has Henriette beat, though. Sonia is a little bit more thick than Henriette. Alright, well, enough about that. Sonia's got 40 HP, 35 attack, 24 speed, 32 defense, and 35 res, for a grand total of 166 BST. And then she has a super boon in speed, which is pretty much a waste, because her speed is not really the best. She is very tanky, though. She has good defense and res, and then very good attack. Well, I guess not very good attack, but decent attack. But her defenses are nice for a mage, so maybe you could make some use out of that. Let's actually go ahead and take a look at her skills now. Alright, so Sonia, Inhuman Beauty. She is a blue tome infantry as well, by the way. So that is nice. We're going to stop getting these stupid red tome infantry grand hero battles. So her skills are going to be Blar Serpent. Very unfortunate. I would have thought that Sonia would have gotten a perf weapon. She's basically just as important, if not more important, than Aversa was in Fire Emblem Awakening. So for Sonia not to get a perf weapon, I think that's criminal. Alright, she also has Glacies, Fortress Defense and Res 2, and then Threat and Attack and Res 2. And Threat and Attack and Res 2 and Glacies are going to be her 4-star skills. So I guess it's better than Chill Attack, right? But here's the thing, though. Fortress Defense and Res 2 and Threat and Attack and Res 2 are actually not bad fodder skills, because they can help you build up to the level 3 versions if you pull a unit with that. And let's say they also have something else you might want to get. you'd be able to get both of those skills in one shot. So these skills are not bad for fodder on a Grand Hero battle, because they can lead up to a bigger sacrifice in the future if you're trying to get some better skills. It just sucks that she has Blar Serpent of all things. That kind of rubs me the wrong way. But I guess there's not really much we can do about that. So that just about covers us for the update tonight. So shoutouts again to the homie Banpei-Kun, as well as Phoenix Master 1 for some of the information we used here. I'm going to link to these information dumps in the description of this video, so you guys can go ahead and check it out for yourself. Let me know your thoughts on all this stuff in the comment section down below, but oh my god, sweet Jesus. This Sonia artwork is going to make me act up. So that's all for tonight. This is your boy Tasho signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and the coverage of the update, and I will catch y'all again on the flip side.